Galactic Federation of Light Update, December 1, 2015. 10 men, 8 Yaxine, 12 Manic. Celamadbolic. Every day we move closer to the start of a new era of light on surface Gaia. A grand deliverance of humanity from the dark cabal is here. The time finally arrives to see the redistribution of wealth and the rise of true value in the world. There is a global reset that is to appear and trigger a rise of precious metal currencies. At present, the revaluations are on the horizon. Along with this, there is to be the start of an operation to free you from your debt and to reorder and make completely transparent a new international banking system. This process begins in earnest as the last month of this Gregorian year manifests. The Dark spent a long time forcing us into a security, which has denied them the victory that they long sought. As this grand last straw of the Dark is played out, rejoice in the fact that their beguiling of our final goal was futile. You are to live in the moment when heaven triumphed and you received your freedom. Take into account all that was needed to assure this victory. Remember the fallen and realize the price paid by many for this glorious outcome. You are the result of a general watching by the Syrians and their allies. We have made sure that even though you endured many dark times, you were never allowed to become extinct nor made into experiments of the most immoral and beastly kind. The Dark was tempted by the influence given by it to its cause. As Heaven's Watchers, we prevented such genetic silliness from ever happening. It is a very strange set of events, which the Anunnaki and their minions put you through. Many times in the last century, you were nearly annihilated by war, pestilence, or nuclear disaster. In several instances, your sun was attacked and nearly destroyed. These brushes with disaster were ones where several S&E fleets were forced to intervene and work diligently with those watchers on Earth assignment. These near disasters forced the Galactic Federation to assign a special fleet that our watchers had available as a viable reserve. Thus, there are stories that we intend to relate to you in the future. You are a special type of human. Millions of years ago, humanity on Vega was a primitive aquatic primate whose greatest skill was to be a fisherman. We were only able to maintain a very simple society and were constantly worried because a number of fierce predators constantly harassed us. Into this realm came the galactic cetaceans. Collectively, they had spent nearly 10,000 lifetimes looking for a being who was able to become a true land guardian. These brave ones saw us and began a process to make us more than we were. They saw in us an answer to their long intergalactic quest. These magnificent ones asked the galactic spiritual hierarchy to move us into full consciousness. After a long series of discussions, the spiritual hierarchy relented. The vegan primates were to be given a special Genesis story and told that it was necessary at the right divine time to colonize this solar system. Earth was to be the sacred center of this new star nation. Gaia had within her the spark that had forged this wondrous galaxy. It is this grand story that is the foundation of our beingness. Our scientists as well as our spiritual counselors have long proved the validity of this grand tale. As we spread out from what you call the Lyra constellation, we have never forgotten our humble origins. We learned from the beginning to respect all life forms and to see this vast universe as a special holographic creation inspired by our Creator, the Supreme Creative Force, or in Syrian, Yah-Ta, the joy of heaven. We have come together in many previous unions that are in total over 6 million years old. The present is, of course, the Galactic Federation of Light. We are anxious to meet you, and when you are ready, to prepare you for completing the final stage of your return to being fellow galactic humans. This time in your history is a transition period between what you know and what you are to become. Those who were allowed to put you into darkness are gone. What is left is a vile group of minions whose time to depart has arrived. A most glorious future awaits. Namaste. We are your ascended masters. We come on this day to welcome you to a new spiritual time for humanity. You have been trained by the Dark and its negative perceptions to doubt yourselves. This inner self-doubt can constantly tear at you. It robs you of your spiritual powers to manifest and frustrates you constantly. Each one living at this time has in fact been given the ability by the Creator to manifest a successful life. The key words are positive focus. Go within and dismiss the nagging naysaying of your dark perceptions. Parents who did not know better engendered them. Substitute these thoughts with focused positive ones. At first, this can seem difficult. Nevertheless, be patient and envision what you asked for. Over time, this practice can start to bear fruit. Your tiny focus victories can then be expanded to larger and larger ones. As you begin to learn of these powerful abilities to succeed, your focus grows, and your first successes can lead to other more detailed desires. You are gradually replacing the negative beliefs erroneously given you when you were young. When you learn the efficacy of this, you can further expand it by doing this as a collective exercise. When you do this as a group, you are literally adding the vast power of the Creator to your efforts. You have increased the success of these efforts by an infinite amount. Success can then inevitably follow. The vital element is focus. Your smaller successes that taught you individual focus now require group focus. The key is to relax. Learn to let go. Give them up easily to heaven. Let heaven use its mighty powers to manifest this at a right divine time. Be comfortable with this and go about with your business. You can then discover the power of intention. Heaven wants you to be truly successful. Heaven goes through these intentions and determines how best to carry these out for you. At this divine moment, heaven grants this desire to you. The key then is to let this desire go and not let frustration enter this picture of success. Hence, remain confident. Know that your true wishes are indeed to be successful. We, masters, inwardly know this and note that those who truly follow this wisdom, lead a powerful life. It is easy at first to let frustration overtake you. Learn to live a really successful life by sweeping away your crippling self-doubt. It takes practice and a deep belief in its inherent power. Thus, be ready to vanquish self-doubt and move toward the power of focused positive intention. Remember, dear hearts, the key is to truly let go of your intention and give it freely to heaven. Today, we covered what is happening in this reality. We as well covered some important background needed for you to better know about the origins of what is now occurring. The Masters reiterated how best to practice the art of positive intentions and how to end negative frustrations. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya, Syrian for B1. And be enjoy. Channeled by Sheldon Neidel. www.paoweb.com